What's good, y'all boys? Nate back at it again, know what I'm saying? Ready to get back into my word today. Today's been a good day. Today, I got some work done. I just got a detailing van, so I started doing all the flooring and get everything planned out. And then before that, I went to the gym, ate some Chick-fil-A this morning, and had some ramen. So now we're here, ready to get back into my word. So, for those of you that don't know, I use this as a personal journal and really to look back and see how I've grown in my faith and just to share with other people the goodness of God. You know what I'm saying? So I was reading in Revelation, and I just started reading Revelation because I've always been the type of person to be scared of reading Revelation. And I'm scared. I was scared of the possibilities of what might happen and me just going to hell. But I feel like God just kept encouraging me to read what goes on, so I'm prepared for what happens when the end times come. So I was reading in Revelation in chapter 8, and I was wondering to myself, why does all this destruction have to happen before God brings judgment upon the earth? Why do all these things have to happen? And there's a couple reasons why. I had to do a whole bunch of research, and I was like, I really got to overthinking it. But there's only a couple reasons why these things happen. So in Revelation chapter 8, it talks about 7 seals that has to happen before God brings judgment upon the earth. And some of those seals are going to bring heartbreak, destruction, and just God just giving his judgment upon the earth. And the reason why these things have to happen is to give people warning about giving your life to Christ. If more people hear about what will happen, and when they actually witness it for themselves, that would make them want to turn their life to God. And that is why the Bible has it. You know what I'm saying? So all these destructions are warning signs and symbols to be like, yo, I need to change my ways before this is actually happening. I just read about it. So really just giving your life to Christ is the moral of the story. Just give your life to Christ, because these things that happen, if you can read it for yourself. I'm not going to read it in this video. I'm sorry, I'm not. But it's a lot to break down. But the destruction that happens in these two chapters, chapter 8 and chapter 9, is very dark and very symbolic and very graphic. So the moral of the story is just give your life to Christ. Because God is going to keep reminding us to just give your life to him. Before God gives final judgment, he gives the opportunity for people to repent and give their life to Christ. And that made me think about my own life, because I wondered to myself, am I going to hell? Because if you repeatedly sin and rebel against God, you're going to go to hell. No matter what. Because God is going to give you so many chances to just give your life to him. And if you continuously rebel against him, you're going to go to hell. God is giving you the opportunity today, right now, to give your life to him. But don't only follow God just because you don't want to go to hell. For those very reasons, that will make you go to hell as well. But you have to actually love God. You have to reflect of what he has done in your life and really see his glory and his goodness. Because God is always going to have faith. God is always going to be merciful. God is always going to be that person you can lean on. Just give your life to him. Because these warning signs are the reason why God gives these warning signs is because the earth and the world has continuously rebelled against God. And when you continue to rebel against God, God has to bring judgment. God has to put an end to the sin. God has to be like, enough is enough. So why not give your life to Christ? I heard this quote before. I don't know if it's in the Bible or not, but why not give your life to Christ? Why not? Even if God wasn't real, it wouldn't affect you. At the same time too, you have the risk of following the world and going to hell. So make a decision. Do you want to follow Christ and go to heaven or go to hell? The choice is yours. So God is like our shepherd. In Psalms 23 reminds us, even though I walk through the shadow of death, I will feel no evil, for you are with me, for your rod and your staff comfort me. Jesus is our shepherd. Jesus, and we are wandering sheep. We as humans, we're gonna get intrigued by things of this world. Things are gonna distract us. And God just continuously encourages us to just run back to him, because the enemy is a roaring lion, is ready to just devour his prey. So when we're close to our shepherd, our God the Father, he will protect us from evil. When we drift away, that's when the devil will want to attack us more, because we're not being protected. We're going to get eaten. We're going to fall into our temptation. We're going to fall into sin. We're going to fall into lust, anger, sadness, depression, things of this world. And we must continue to try to seek God. When we continuously seek God, he will invite us in with open arms. It's never too late to just give your life to Christ, because there's going to be a time where God's going to come and judge us all for what we have done on this earth. So me personally, I want God to reflect on all the good things I've done in my life, but there's certain sins that unspeakable that I have done and you have done as well. So God will forgive you of your sin if you just repent now before it's too late. You know what I'm saying? So in Jeremiah 29 verse 13, it says, you will seek me and you will find me, and you seek me with all your heart. You will seek me and find me when you seek me with all your heart. If you're alive today, that's evident that God still has mercy on your life, because every day that you wake up, God is giving you another opportunity to get closer to him. If you're not close with God already, that's an opportunity to get close to him, because there's people that are dead right now because God didn't see a purpose for their life anymore. If you're still alive right now and breathing, God still has a plan for you. You just have to take the steps towards him and seek him, and there he will be. And you may be feeling depressed, maybe angry right now at the world for whatever the world has done to you. There's going to be things, the earth is ultimately going to leave you empty. You will look for the earth for comfort and it will just leave you empty. So when you giving your life to Christ, it will make you feel more fulfilled and you avoid going to hell. Basically, that's really just what it is. Don't wait until it's too late to repent. You know what I'm saying? Revelation reminds us that judgment is very real. It's going to be very graphic. It's going to be very symbolic. The cross reminds us that mercy is still available. Before all this stuff is going to happen in Revelation, you still have a chance to be like, God, I repent for my sin. I'm sorry for whatever I've done. Please just forgive me. When we do that, we are opening God into our hearts. We have to surrender ourselves to God. And when we surrender ourselves, he'll come into our heart and he'll just be at the altar in our center of our life. I know we may drift away sometimes. I know things may happen in life, but just continuously keep running it back to God. And today is another opportunity to just seek God. Don't take it for granted, bro. Continuously seek God, and there he will find you. Y'all have a good evening. I hope you have a great night. I pray God continues to bless you in your life, Lord. Always have a good day.